Hey guys, I'd like to introduce to you the SeeUp4pro all-in-one video conferencing camera. Now this is a really nice new camera. If you have a home office or you have an office space where you want to have a nice, good camera, this is the one for you. It's got built-in AI technology, which means that it's auto tracking. It auto frames you via auto tracking. So would you like to have a look? Let's open it up. Okay guys, so let's open up our SeeUp4pro. So here up now. And from the front, it's a really nice looking camera. You have the camera centered in the middle. It has 4 microphones. It has a touch button on the face for the AI and also for the meeting. So let's take it out of the box. All right, here we go. So here's the SeeUp4pro. As mentioned on the front, you can see the middle facing camera. It has 4 built-in microphones. It also has a really nice size speaker mounted in the top. And what's really nifty about this is that on the back, it's actually ported. So the sound of the speaker is much clearer. It has better volume as well. So you can hear it much better. It has a 2K front-facing auto framing camera, and this is face tracking. So this means that if you're talking to someone and you start to move side to side a little bit, after a moment, it will start to track you so that you will be in the center of the picture. As mentioned, it's got a nice hi-fi speaker, which is ported, 4 microphones, and the microphones have a 360-degree pickup radius. Has some nice software built in with this one. It has noise reduction and echo cancelling. So wherever you are in the room, it will help reduce any background noise and also pick up your voice nice and clearly. So if you're looking for a video camera with built-in microphone and speaker, this is a fantastic product. You can use this if you make regular calls on Zoom or Skype, Microsoft Teams, or any other sort of software like that. So why don't we now do a test to see how it works. Hi guys, so now I'd like to compare the difference between my MacBook, SeeUp4pro, and the Logitech C920. The benchmark obviously is the MacBook M1. The camera in that is got a very crisp, clear picture. If you compare that to the SeeUp4pro, do you notice the difference? The color with the SeeUp4pro seems a little bit more natural. The colors are still very strong, but they're just not drastic as compared to the MacBook M1. Now, if you compare the SeeUp4pro to the Logitech C92, there's a huge difference. You can see the color of my shirt, the contrast is completely different. The background looks like a dark green compared to the light green, which it actually is. Now, one of the awesome advantages of the SeeUp4pro is that it's got built-in auto framing, which is face tracking. So for instance, if you're doing a conference call, maybe you're using Zoom, Skype, some other application, and a second person joins in the conversation. If you're using your MacBook or your Logitech, you'd have to move the device to see 2 people. But with the SeeUp4pro, what happens if someone joins the video? Let's see, Kathy, can you join us for the conversation? So you can see with the Logitech and the MacBook Pro, Kathy's still not in the picture. What happens when she's in the SeeUp4pro? Well, it joins her in. Now, if you leave, what happens? So now that she's left the conversation, the SeeUp4pro now still has me in the center. And that's one of the advantages of using the SeeUp4pro with the automatic face tracking. Now, if during the conversation, I'm in the center of the screen and then I start moving my body position, what happens when I move back further away? Well, with the other 2 cameras, it stays in the same place. With the SeeUp4pro 4, yeah, I'm back in the middle and you can clearly see me. Now, if I was to go back over to the other part of the screen, now what happens? Hey, now the SeeUp4pro automatically changes position. So you can see on the MacBook, I'm not quite in the center. On the Logitech, yeah, but the SeeUp Pro, it's really quite good. So this is one of the cool features of the SeeUp4pro. Uh, what about the quality of the microphone? Well, let's test it out. So now we're using the studio microphone, and this is a high-end, high-quality microphone, clearly pick up the voice. How does that compare with the SeeUp4pro? Well, let's try. So now we're using the SeeUp4pro. You can hear the quality and difference. Obviously, there's a difference because the microphone's built in, but it has a really high quality built-in microphone. It picks up the voice clearly from quite some distance. If you're in front of it, or even up to 3 meters, the sound quality is very good. How does that compare with Logitech C920? So now we're using the Logitech C920, and you can hear it's definitely a step down in quality performance. Definitely not as good as the SeeUp4pro. So that's a good comparison to see the quality of the built-in microphone of the SeeUp4pro.